All right, on to Tier 4. This is, of course, where we can collect the 25% completion reward of 8 gold, right? And that is doable in this series with racing dollars alone. And that applies for both Ford GT Le Mans and Ferrari 488 GTE Evo. So keep that in mind. You can get free gold if you cannot, even if you cannot afford to upgrade the car to, meet the PR requirements. So no reason to not complete at least 4 tiers in these limited time series. Anyway, we'll start with autocross here. $54.5. In this car, I expect it to be a breeze. Yeah, under normal circumstances, I would not think this, red, white, and blue finish is, plain or not as exciting. But the fact that we have the other two, and this one looks exactly like the 2016 rendition, which looks very, I think, similar in terms of color scheme from a distance, certainly. If you look closely, you can definitely tell apart. I might have mentioned that in my other video when I was running through the limited time, the race day event, that the Ford and Ferrari, from a distance, they do look kind of similar if they have the more or less the similar color scheme. Of course. Oh, maybe I should not have taken that much time at the end. My bad. Once again, unintentional bot training going on here. Alright, so I gotta run a little bit harder than what I just did. I thought I would have more spare time, but was wrong. But this time, instead of JoJo 76 on top of the track here, top of the records, we got Morkring. So that was a wide swing. Of course, that's kind of the downside of racing in chase view, is your race clock isn't always visible, especially when you're making hard corners at obviously at a slower tempo, because if it's a hardcore or a hard corner, you're gonna have to slow down. Like, see, the clock gets kind of obscured. All right, so if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I passed it on time, but did I? Ah, yes, that must have been pretty darn close. Once again, my intention wasn't necessarily to make it that close. 0.3 seconds. All right, that is cutting it pretty close, isn't it? But important thing is, I did come out ahead, so that's good enough for another gold trophy. That's number 10, I believe, right? So let's go on to the next speed snap at Berlin. This one takes place right before the final corner, right? So we got that hard hairpin. I think you have to swing pretty deep into the corner instead of trying to hug the inside of the corner for this one. So you allow yourself some distance to build up your speed. So it's funny because normally I feel like I wouldn't normally race that kind of line, but for speed snap I have to go like deep and swing wide and allow myself some extra track. Okay, that's not enough. Does mean 166. That is all right. We may need to analyze this little bit harder, since that's not even close to the, you know, last place finish, which is okay. Maybe it isn't as far. 169. Okay, so I think if I clean it up, I think we can bring it down to closer to Moises, the bottom of the chart. So may end up doing a little bit of bot training. How about we start at the... I don't know if I have that much confidence. I know I should have. We'll start from 50-meter mark and just go flat out. Alright, that's a good grip on that one. Alright, 71. So 5th place. So we just need to repeat that, what, 4 more times? Or something like that. But yeah, unserviced, this is gonna require some bot training. 175 again, but this time I think slightly lower decimal point for the target. But at least we know, I think 50-meter mark is about where you want to start this run. But here, I'll try another one where I hug much tighter. So there you go. I don't think I'm gonna get as high of a speed if I do that. Yeah, I'm in 169, I think, for that one. Right. So, but I feel like that'll be more of the line that I would race under like normal circumstances. Because I would not want to allow that kind of wide open space inside the corner. You know what I mean? Let everybody else pass underneath you. You know, so I don't think the line that we take to set the speed snap record here is as good as if you were to just race normal. So we'll lose a couple of more times, should be enough for me to be able to pass. Anyway, so yeah, we got I guess I was able to get up to 171, didn't I? So maybe 3 more. So next target gonna be turn the page. I guess we'll see. Yep, 173.7. So if I were racing normal, I would probably just do a line more along the line of not like that. That is definitely not good. Banging up against the wall on the far side. Don't do that. I suppose I need to slow down a little bit earlier. But we're in the process of bot training, so it's all good. Next target gonna be Fishman. Yep. So here we go. That's definitely not going to happen. But that was fun. All right. Feel like I kind of have an idea of what I need to do from earlier run, like that second run. So I'm just trying to finish dead last place so I don't end up getting hung up on a particular target speed. So now we're on 172. See, brake earlier. Turned in perhaps a little too early, but that would be closer to the normal line that I think we would all take. You know, you don't want allow the inside corner wide open. You know, somebody will definitely undercut you. Then it doesn't really matter how fast you're moving if you're blocked. So, all right, then the next one should be Batliner. Yep. Still 172. All right. 166. So yeah, that was definitely the closest one to how I would normally take that corner. Maybe that's why I'm so slow. All right, and Gale Loken, 171 and change, 171.4 is the next target. So I think I can take it, but we'll try this one more time. So I'll slow down about... Oh, not if you skid like that. All right, so I think we're ready for actual proper run. We'll start right at that 50-meter distance marker. As the next one, target should be one of Brozig at 170.65 kph. Yep, 160 or 170 should be definitely beatable, I think, even with the car in critical condition. So let's try this. Go deep, starting around the 50-meter distance marker, and we'll swing wide. Let's try it again. All right, so there we go. Having difficulty making that corner without skidding. What's with that? All right, one more time. Maybe I don't go in as deep as I think I do. Because if I do, I build up too much speed heading forward, you know what I mean? So I need to unwind the steering a little bit earlier. Hanging on to it a little too long. So wind and it's like learning how to race all over again. Okay, we know you start here. Wind and understeering that case. All right, I thought this was going to be easy. Right, that's kind of the line, but then obviously I braked to make sure I can steer steer properly. Let's try one more time. Oversteering that time. So it's that balancing act. Alright, here we go. Too much? Alright. Fine. Maybe I start a little bit deeper, make it a little bit easier. That was more trouble than I was anticipating. Alright, well, I guess the bot training continues then. 170.3. Alright, so let's try this again. Now that the target is even slower. No, we did it at the 50 meter mark, right? So we'll start a little bit later in. Okay. And right, that's what I thought. What was so different that last time? I don't know. Car seemed to just grip a little bit tighter. Anyway, gold trophy, and that is some bot training, as we got the bottom speed all tied up. 1, 2, 3, 4 opponents at the same, and then next 2 also tied. So yeah, that is pretty well trained bots. Anyway, now we are ready to tackle the cup race to collect our 25% completion reward. It's going to be at Suzuka East, PR 82.4. It's going to be a 4-lapper. And as you can see here, racing dollar upgrades bring us exactly to 82.4. So we are able to race this cup without any gold spent. So that's a good day. All right, so 4 laps, pretty short circuit, of course. We get to test out the grip on this Ford here at Suzuka. Tight corners. Maybe not tight is not necessarily a good way to describe these S's, is it? It's more of a pretty fast S's. You got to carry a lot of speed through these, otherwise you will find yourself staring at the rear of other cars, right? And this final corner, a bit tricky, I think, to get it just right. Alright, so that's lap 1, 53 seconds. Let's see, we'll try to do a normal run as if it's a time trial. Nice grip through. So let's see, can we do this under 40-second mark? Not if you skid like that, but yeah, I don't think I'll quite finish under 40, or maybe I can. 39 and 40. Alright, so if I didn't skid there in that final bit, 40 is not out of, under 40 is not out of reach. So did I just go off track? I don't know. That's cutting it pretty close. That's much better, but I did skid a bit more earlier part of the circuit, and that's where I end up paying for it. That was 41, so slower than that second lap, as we are beginning to see the tail end of the grid. So we can lap everybody, almost. But we've trained these bots hard, so let's gather the herd and see if we can keep the tight racing pack. All right. So far, everybody behaving. Nobody coming from underneath. All right, now let's look at the... All right, looks like we got most of them caught up. Right, that looks pretty good. There's some... there are fallen behind, but for the most part, I think I'm happy with where everybody is. So we'll head into the final corner. There we go. And then once we're on the straight, we can kind of adjust the grid one final time. All right. So just under 4 minutes, 3 minutes 54, 471. And what, 2,200 fame points we expect? Oh, just 2,000. All right, fine. I suppose if I didn't try to slow down these bots, perhaps I would have finished a little bit sooner. All right, so that's good enough for that. But more importantly, that trophy number, what, 12, right? While unlocking the next tier, tier 5, we also get to claim the 25% completion reward of 8 gold without any gold spent. So, as I said, that is a good day. There you go. All right. So 25% complete, actually 26%. So we'll proceed on to the next tier, tier 5 in the next video, but that one we're gonna need some gold upgrades now, because obviously that's higher than what we have so far. So stay tuned for upgrade round 2 in the tier 5 race through. All right, so see you soon.